Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic reversal update Sunday, July 21st, 9 p.m. Mountain Time 2024. Biden exits the race. Bye-bye, Joe. Keep calm. It's boom time. A few showers today in Florida, dirty showers due to Saharan dust. If you live in South Florida and you got some of the dirty rain, let us know in the comments. Don't be fooled by the late July hurricane lull. Ocean heat, wow, take a look, is still at record highs. But where are all the tropical storms? Maybe they're fudging the numbers. The facts are that the climate alarmists claim that hurricanes are getting stronger and more frequent when that can't be further from the truth. Here is the entire data set going back to 1979, and there is no change in the number of hurricanes or the number of major hurricanes whatsoever. There is no trend. It is a flat line. Here's the hail map for Saturday, July 20th. 29,649 homes, or over 52 square miles, impacted by hail, 1 inch or larger. Colorado, the big winner, chicken dinner. The tropical outlook is bleak. There is nothing forming in the eastern Pacific. We have two potentials here, just a 10% chance here and another 10% chance there. So, not looking good for hurricane season. Anyway, that's good news. Here's the full forecast. Dangerous heat in the western U.S. Flash flooding possible across portions of the south. High temperatures in the 90s to the hundreds. And warm overnight temperatures will continue across parts of the interior, northwest, central California, and the Great Basin. Thunderstorms and heavy rain may produce scattered flash flooding across much of the southern Rockies into the southwest. We experienced that today with several blowouts on our road with just a little bit more than a quarter inch of rain. Particularly over sensitive burn scars in New Mexico like Ruidoso, which we warned about yesterday, and across the southeast into the Carolinas. So heed the warnings and click on your county for more info. Take a quick look over here at the GFS model for total accumulated precipitation. You can see the big winner chicken dinner is going to be the east, the southeast specifically, and Texas and Louisiana, where they could be picking up 12 inches through the 28th. That's just in the next week. So we could be seeing some flooding down on the Gulf Coast there. And take a look at the numbers in the east. Holy macaroni. A deluge indeed through the first week of August. Let's turn our attention to the GFS model and we'll see what's going on there. It's going to be storm after storm after storm for the southeast. Very stormy pattern for the east and the southeast for the rest of July and into August. Seismic update. Biggest quake of note is 6.2 in Guatemala. Blood echo depth down at 260 kilometers. Good news is there's no larger quakes up at the surface. Other than that, pretty normal activity worldwide. Maybe a slight increase in seismicity at Hawaii, where another eruption is brewing. Speaking of eruption, worldwide volcano news. It looks like we've got Liwa Tobi volcano, the first on the list for the 21st, 10,000 foot puff. Sabankaya to 22,000, Ibu to 7, Dukono to 7,000 feet. Iwo Jima volcano in Japan, a new submarine eruption. Take a look. This coming from Sentinel to Sangay to 20,000 feet. Swanoshima to 6,000, Semaru to 15, Liwa Tobi to 10, Sabankaya to 22, Ibu to 6, Sangay to 20, Villarica isolated volcanic ash emissions today, Semaru to 15, Sangay to 18, Fuego to 15, and that wraps up worldwide volcano news for the 21st. Space weather update, low-level activity, small, impulsive M flares, nothing significant. The geomagnetic storm watch was a fizzle, nothing in the way of multiple coronal mass ejections expected to hit Earth. Nothing really happening. So good news for our grid, bad news for Aurora Watch here. Sunspot number down to 200. Just a few pinpricks moving across the disk. Nothing significant and no flaring. 3-day geomagnetic forecast is all quiet as telemetry is weak with plasma speed down below 300 kilometers per second. Now, a research team descends on Alberta to track the frequency and severity of hailstones. And they're claiming that hailstones will become more frequent due to climate change. Unfortunately, that couldn't be further from the truth. The reason hailstorms are becoming more frequent, more intense, and hailstones are getting larger is due to more energy in the weather systems. This is due to the weakening magnetosphere and the magnetic excursion we're living, and has nothing to do with climate change. The climate always changes. But when you add more energy to storms, you can get more recycling of hail, larger hailstones, and more frequent hail. And that's exactly what we'll be seeing in the coming years. More severe and deadly hail. Buckle up, Buttercup, and buy a helmet. Academic journals are a lucrative scam, and we're determined to change that. Now, what is this article getting at? Well, giant publishers are bleeding universities dry with profit margin that rival Google's. So this group decided to start their own journal. The problem with journals are that the laymen, normal people, and students don't have access to many of these articles unless they pay for them. You got to pay exorbitant amounts. And even the private investigators like myself that are no longer in academia can't go to the library and read them or print them for free. We've got to buy access for like $30 for a single day to read a single paper. It's an absolute academic scam and a sham. And they should be ashamed of themselves. Biden's out, and who is going to replace him? Well, currently Biden has endorsed Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States, who has an abysmal... Well, nobody likes her. That's the bottom line. So I can't see how Kamala Harris is going to be the presidential nominee for the Democrat Party. Something is afoot. We just had a failed assassination attempt. We've got corrupt CIA, deep state mechanisms moving around. This was all pre-planned. In fact, Vivek Ramaswamy called it back in November. Biden was not going to be the nominee, even though he's the nominee. So now the replacement is on. Who do you think will be the Democrat Party president and vice president? Will it be Michelle Obama? Will it be Oprah Winfrey? Perhaps Howard Stern. It could be anyone at this point. The people that they're actually talking about are so unpopular, they have zero chance to beat Donald Trump. So, the October surprise has become the August surprise. And if we take a quick look at the general election polls, Trump versus Harris, Trump is up 2 points in all the polls. Just two of them leaning towards Harris. And, well, most of this data is over a week old. So we need to get some new information coming in. Please leave a comment below if you have any thoughts on the entire scam that is in play. Guys, if you don't know, we have a new channel over at Rumble. Please come over to Magnetic Reversal News on Rumble and follow us there. We'll be uploading several one-hour podcasts there that may tickle your fancy, and that's a boom to knowledge. Please share the video. We're shadow banned. We need your help to grow. Become a Patreon. Support the work we do. We love you. Be safe. And that is a boom.